I am now an expert on underage drinking.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Tammy. Welcome to my show, Teen Time. We talk all things teen. Tonight, we're talking about one of my favorite subjects, underage drinking. We have an expert here. Why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Jean-Claude Van der Castel, and I am an expert on wine.
Wow. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you became an expert?
When I was 2, my mother left me alone in the house. She went to pick up a famous movie star, and I crawled and I fell down the stairs into my wine cellar. And the only thing down there was dark and smelly. And there was a cask, and from that cask there was a drip. So I suckled at the sweet, sweet dripping nectar, and I grew strong in drink. And soon, Pan, the goat god, came down and said, "You, son, you will be my prophet." And so I drank deeply, and from that point on, drank deep of life.
Wow, you've been drinking for a long time. I can relate, because one time I had a glass of champagne at my cousin's wedding. Why don't you tell me about the wastedest you've ever been?
I was 4 years old, and I found myself awake atop of the Empire State Building, and I saw a series of cables connecting to other buildings, and I realized that I had been tightrope walking all throughout downtown Manhattan as a drunk baby. People on the streets would point up and go, "No, baby, you can't tightrope," and I would look down at them and I would say, "Fuck you!" And I am tightrope because I am drunk and I am beautiful. And soon airplanes and helicopters came whirling around, and I took my pole that I used to balance and I stuck it in between the legs of the helicopter, and the helicopter exploded into a shower of gears and parts. And I looked down at the people below and I said, "Don't fuck with the baby!"
So, I mean, it sounds like you've drank all over the world. What's like tell me about the most exotic place you've ever had a drink while underage?
I was traveling in a boat across the Atlantic when we were attacked by killer whales, which ate the hull with their metal shark whale teeth. And we sank, but the boat capsized like the Poseidon adventure. And so there was an air bubble as we sank to the bottom of the boat, and people were running and screaming, and chandeliers were now hanging upside down, and tables were on the roof. And the captain, he would say, "Help me, help me," and I said, "I've been drinking since I was a baby. I know what to do." So I reached into the aquarium that was now upside down. I grabbed the seashell and I blew into my conch. And Poseidon smashed through the side of the ship. And he said, "I am the god of the sea and earthquakes and thunder." And I said, "Yo, Poseidon, I need a lift." I look at you rich, decadent Americans, and I look at your Jersey Shore with its boardwalks, and I think this is life, this is the future. And so I go to your shore, and I